Keep the same rhythm in the corners. Your leg bounces in the rhythm. And then you straighten on the diagonal and go forward. And when you go forward, your belly goes more towards his ears and your elbows bend. Your shoulders stay aligned in top of your hips, not leaning back. Okay, now same shoulder in exercise this way. Shoulder in into the corner. And make sure he straightens after the corner, because that's the hard part this way, right? So he goes straight, then he shoulder in at H into the corner, and then after the corner he has to be straight again, so you get control of his shoulder. Yeah. Okay, now let's do some leg yield. Come down the center line and leg yield him from, say, D to S. Make it a shallow angle. And you're going to be looking at S from the time you're at D and half halting him over in the rhythm. Yeah, we should see this tail swinging in the rhythm. Yeah, that's right. You'll see that in the video, that he swings his back and his tail in the same rhythm. Good. And that was pretty good, so let's change rein again and go a little bit forward on the diagonal, except over X, make the steps shorter. Now straight up and down, slower posting, and then bounce your leg and go forward again. And this time you're going to do leg yield, coming down the center line, and then D to R. Don't lose the rhythm on the turns. Think shoulder in the turns. Half halting right in the rhythm. And then straighten and go forward. Okay, let's try some canter. So we want to pick up the canter in a corner and then work on a circle. Choose your circle wherever the footing's good. Okay, he's hollow, so you need to put him lower until he's round. He has to look in so you can half halt the outside rein. And when he's round and down, then you start picking him up by just shortening your reins with the same alignment. And if he resists, you send him forward with your leg. That's good, that's better. Now go forward and use your outside half halts to keep the canter. Go. Outside half halts. He has to look in, so your outside half halts work. Okay, was that forward? That was a bit labored, so let's try it again on the next long side and give him a tap on the outside hind if he doesn't shoot forward, because he can. He certainly can. Yeah. Okay, and then let's go back to trot by letting your weight sink in the outside. Keep them super straight. Good. Rounder. If you feel like you have to cluck, then you need to use your stick, because he has to shoot forward from your leg. And then let's just change rein and we'll warm up the canter on the other rein. Okay, now what I want to do before he canters, especially on the right, is make sure that that right hind is really stepping up underneath. So, yeah, because then he doesn't hollow in the first step. Okay, and go a little forward in the canter, even on the circle. Make sure you've got more jump. Yeah, good. Now if you can keep half halting with your outside rein in this rhythm, you can lengthen down the long side. And then shorten before the corner and ride a loop on the next long side. No change of lead. Keep the half halts in the left elbow and fist coming. Keep your weight right. Look where you want to go. Good. Now I want you to do a transition to walk. Make the canter as short and slow as possible, and then walk. I would have taken a little longer to shorten the canter, and then you wouldn't have had so many trot steps, but that's okay.